What can I do when the teacher hates my son? This question came in from a concerned mom who said the following. My son doesn't like his teacher and says she doesn't like him, which is the problem right there. He has a 504, but I'm not sure it's helping him in any way. I don't know how to help him be successful. Last year, he had an amazing teacher and had a great year. This year is rough. What do I do when the teacher keeps sending notes home that my son is having trouble focusing, distracting other students, and my son just dismisses it as the teacher being out to get him? I love this question, and it's a really important one. Here's what I want you to know. When a student struggles with focus and emotional regulation, leading to disconnect from the teacher, this is not just a matter of relationship and motivation, it's an executive functioning issue. My name is Maggie Schwalbach. I'm an executive functioning coach with 20 years of experience working with families of diverse ages and helping hundreds and hundreds of students and parents build the executive functioning skills for success. So in this particular case, here's two steps that I'd recommend. One is to look at the 504 plan. You mentioned a 504 plan that was successful last year, but I'd really like to see if it's targeting attention and emotional regulation in this environment. So what do I mean by that? Environments change. And one of the tools we have in our toolbox is something we call environmental modifications. I often joke with parents that this is not about climate change. This is about modifying our environment so that we can build success. This will not be the last time that your son is in a situation where a teacher or a boss or a coach isn't meeting his needs. So one of the things that I encourage you to do is not badmouth the teacher. Don't give in to your son's vision and his perspective about the teacher being out to get him. It may very well be that it's a mismatch for a student and a teacher. That does happen. But in your 504 plan, I would take a careful look at things like preferential seating, movement breaks, or check-ins. That is step one. Step two is to help reframe what the relationship is with the teacher. That's not dismissing what your son is saying and saying, oh, she does like you, son. Oh, some teachers are awful, right? Neither extreme of dismissing it. No, she actually is great, or completely validating. Yeah, she's a witch. Neither of those are helpful. Instead, a reframe like, what's one thing that your teacher does really well? What's one thing that you find funny or quirky or delightful about her? It may take a little bit of digging on his behalf, but keep on looking for those small wins of connection. Because what we're looking for here is to bolster his self-confidence and his sense of self, so that if indeed he is getting distracted during class, we know that executive function, that area of the brain called the prefrontal cortex, only can do its job when students feel safe, secure, and supported. If your son is not feeling safe, secure, and supported with this teacher, we can't yank him out of the environment unless it's an extreme case, but instead we can start to find ways in which he can navigate through this rough year, as you put it, with a lot more solid sturdiness. Remember, this is not about changing his behaviors. It's about helping him build the skills so that he can navigate through what right now is feeling challenging. So if you'll remember anything about executive function, it's this. Executive function is the ability to pause and plan. Here we're helping your son pause to recognize what is, what's going on, and then you help him develop a plan where he's developing a plan to build those skills of focus and self-regulation. Stay grounded, stay connected. You've got this.